Almost every time the words "Here I am" are spoken in the Bible, it's after someone's name is called, and that is their response. A fully present response, noting that I am here and you have my full attention. This was Abraham's response, it was Samuel's response, it was Jacob's response, it was Moses' response, and it was Ananias' response, and many others in the Bible. And in First Samuel 3 specifically, the Lord called Samuel, Samuel. He called his name 3 to 4 different times. The first 3 times, Samuel did not recognize that it was the Lord's voice, and he kept thinking it was Eli, his priest, and he kept going to Eli. "What did you need? Here I am, for you called me." And Eli recognized, hold on, I think God is trying to speak to you. So Eli told Samuel, go lie down, and if he calls you, you shall say, speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. And Samuel did exactly that when the Lord called his name, Samuel, Samuel, for the 4th time. And he responded and said, speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. And in this passage, I love it because it just paints a picture of, do we recognize God's voice when he calls us? Do we when we hear our name called, or when we hear and think that he has maybe said something, are we able to recognize that it is his voice? How many times does it take? It took Samuel 3 different times, and it wasn't until the 4th that he realized, "Oh, maybe this is God." And he responded, and his response was beautiful because not only is he saying, "Here I am," but then he's responding and saying, "Speak. Tell me, what do you have to say?" He invites the Lord to speak more than just his name. And then the Lord delivers a vision. And in this context of this passage, the Lord had not given visions or words much in those days, and so this was rare. And so Samuel was then entrusted with a vision that was important that he was supposed to deliver. Now, it wasn't a very pleasant vision for Eli, but it was important. And so my question to you is, are your ears open? Are they tuned enough to hear God? Are you able to recognize his voice when he initially calls you? And when he does call you and you recognize that it is him, do you invite him to speak further?